Now, circling back to our top story, Typhoon Bebinca made landfall in Shanghai this morning. City authorities say a red alert is in place, the highest in a four-tier system. Bebinca comes on the heels of Typhoon Yagi, which killed at least 4 people and injured 95 when it passed through southern Hainan province last week. Well, for the latest, Guan joins us from Shanghai. Guan, the typhoon, which is packing top winds of 151 kilometers per hour, has made landfall. What's the situation there right now?
I'm not sure how well you can see the situation behind me. Well, the rainstorm has been happening since this morning. There's been howling winds, and if you do not close your windows properly, they will just flip open. Bebinca has exceeded really the strength of Typhoon Gloria, which landed in Shanghai about 75 years ago. So this is the strongest storm to hit Shanghai in 75 years. Now, as of 9 a.m., the center of the storm is about south of where I am right now, so that's south of the city center. Now, if you imagine Shanghai is like a nose jutting out into the sea, so in a way, the typhoon has kind of swiped the tip of the nose and it's now going for the nostrils. So in a way, the extreme eastern and southern parts of the city are now being whipped by the center of the storm. Now, authorities have said in their warning that if the rain around you reduces all of a sudden, that's not the end of the storm. It just means you're in the center of the storm and more rainstorms are to come. Now, authorities weren't taking chances last night. As you mentioned earlier, there were flights cancelled and also rail services cancelled throughout the city. Now, over 400 flights were cancelled at Pudong Airport. That's the airport nearer to the coast where the typhoon landed. But on the inland side, the Hongqiao Airport, over 200 flights were also cancelled.
Well, Guan, as you described, that this typhoon is the strongest to hit Shanghai in 70 years. So, which begs the question, is the city well prepared for it?
Well, Shanghai isn't usually in a direct path of a storm, a typhoon. In fact, there's been a joke going around the city saying that, Shanghai is nicknamed the Magic City, not because it's an enchanting mix of the East and West, but because of its magical ability to always avoid the worst of natural disasters. Well, I guess, in fact, the last time, right, it was threatened by a storm, that was about 2 years ago. The direct hit of the typhoon actually went about 300 kilometers off. So now, in some ways, the city's infrastructure hasn't been truly tested by strong typhoons like today. So today is the test. And while there are usual cases of trees falling off, branches falling off trees, as you can see, the tree over there is swaying there in the howling winds, but there are also disturbing visuals of claddings that falling off buildings. So I guess today is the day where we'll see whether the infrastructure of Shanghai will hold up to this typhoon.
All right, many thanks for that update. That's Guan reporting live in Shanghai.